Sypher decide to play this defense.
So,
and Kikis is straight back into that bottom lane.
At this point in the game, right, you have two different elements, and the way it works is Sypher's got that comp where if they engage, they can gib somebody really, really quickly. And so if they get a really, really good engage, they can pick off Kog'Maw really easily and win that team fight. If they don't engage timely, Kog'Maw's going to be able to poke them down continually. And naturally, Kog'Maw is really good against Karthus because he's going to be able to kill Karthus from a very, very far distance. And Karthus, when he does die, he's not going to be able to use his passive and do that damage just because everybody's going to be so far away from him. So the balance right here is Sypher has a really, really strong comp for picking people off, but Kog'Maw is going to be able to poke on them from far behind. At any point, if Sypher drops to low, say 3/4 hit point, it's going to be a free tower for CLG.eu, so they got to dodge those skill shots from Kog'Maw right now.
And there's this Aurelius pop. They're going to chase on the moves. If they can get this pick before the fight starts, it's going to be brilliant for CLG. Haiku knows that he gets his ult out, goes in onto Frog, and the fear will go out, but he gets burst down. Yellowfeet grabs that kill. Nice ult coming out from Liumi, landing on all members of CLG. Kikis is in the middle of it. He's going to drop soon. Move through below. They still finish him off. There he goes. Where is the Requiem? Still on cooldown.
The Requiem is on cooldown. Immediately when Karthus got chased out and Nocturne ulted, Karthus actually stood in place, channeled his ultimate to get all that damage off. He felt he was too low to actually just get in the middle of the fight, but actually what he should have done was, since he got the Shen ultimate, he should have just gone in the middle and tried and just close as much distance as possible, and if he's gonna die anyways, it's probably best to die in the middle of CLG.
Yeah, as a result now, they've got out with 5 members left up. Second inhibitor down. They're going to recall, they're going to shop, they're going to heal, and then, to be honest, they'd be silly not to go straight to the Baron pen. Sypher cannot contest it with 2 dead inhibitors, no matter how quickly Liumi is shooting these arrows. 2.1 attack speed right now without his surge. And he's still carrying a lot of gold. He hasn't shopped. 3,000 gold. There we go. It goes back to finish off Trinity Force.
This is an unusual Varus build. I mean, yeah, I get the whole concept. I get the whole concept. Just all that attack speed is going to be able to stack up his passive, and when he nukes somebody, it's going to output a lot of damage, and he's going to be able to do that over and over. But when you go in attack speed build dependent on Varus, you have to close that distance. You have to be able to go up and right click people all the time and stay there for quite a bit of time before you can actually pop it with your spell to take advantage of the ultimate. So I'm surprised he hasn't died more.
Well, I think his move speed, what's his up to? 423.
It is pretty high. You put Nunu Blood Bowl on there, it's going to be very, very hard for anybody on CLG to actually chase him down. So that's probably a big factor on why he isn't dying.
Yeah, and he's got Merc Treads as well, so the CC you put on him doesn't last quite as long. So, we'll see. Maybe he's just not getting in the right positions, or maybe he is playing it really, really well. They have still got a shot at this. Okay, there's 2 dead inhibs. The CLG don't have the Baron yet, but they could do when they wanted. They are still within 2,000 gold, and at 34 minutes, 2,000 gold is a tiny margin.
It is very small, but the map position is so huge right now. With the 2 inhib down, that means that Cog, if he has blue buff, he's going to be able to push just indefinitely. Not just Cog having blue buff, having Porky with blue buff. Oh, it just expired, but you know, if those 2 get blue buff at any time together, they're just going to be able to nuke down and push continually. And I don't...
They're going to go in Nocturne, ult straight across into the middle of CLG. Haiku bot gets the ult from Shen, but still goes down really there. There's the ult, comes out from Karthus. Lunu was channeling a double kill for Kog'Maw. Liumi on the run, getting blood boiled by Lune. Let's see his surge. He's up to 2.3 attack speed while that's all on. And they're going in on to move. Does cover Zonya's nicely done, taking a lot of damage. Finally goes into the passive. And starts spamming out what layways he can. Not going to hit too many people. Turret will drop. Moves. Wait, he stopped casting. I think he's given up. That's going to be the 3rd inhibitor. Only Liumi and Nunu left up, but this Nexus turret is down.
This is pretty much game. Yeah. I'm actually very, very surprised CLG caught back up so well. You know, at one point I felt all Sypher had to do was just take advantage of this global ultimate and hard engage every single fight, and they should be able to pick off CLG.eu. But that Terex I felt turned the game around so incredibly well. I mean, So far, I think that Terex then would be a top play for this tournament for quite some time.
Well, I don't want to give it to him yet, and I hope we see some more amazing plays come. But that was something special, not going to lie.
Hmm.
Well played, Creepo. And well played, CLG, taking game number 1. Now, let's
So
see.
I'm gonna play a quick commercial break really quick, and I'll be right back, okay?